they've crushed it in the first half of this year. Same-store sales over 9%, traffic over 5% here in the first half of the year. Mainly being driven by new pomegranate glazed salmon. And
that's what Alexis has
that
been
does
reporting
not
all morning.
sound. Am I wrong? Have you tried this?
I have not tried their salmon. I tried their shrimp, which was excellent. It was in test, but I have not tried the salmon. But they do a nice job with quality, A, and B, not a lot of their competitors sell seafood.
Yeah.
Right. And so we've actually, last year was the year of steak. We've actually seen a much bigger impact from their salmon sales than steak.
What is their trick here? Because from what I understand, this is a really tough time in the restaurant industry, especially in kind of the middle class restaurant section. I know it's gotten really, really, really competitive, and there's cyclospora, and there are a lot of challenges right now, tariffs, all of it. What is Cava doing? What is its secret other than the salmon, of course?
Well, number one, I'd say healthy Mediterranean cuisine, right? That's people, more and more people are eating healthy, especially with GLP-1s.
It's like healthy fast food.
Right. Yeah. And so that's a big part of it. And really the equation in restaurants is the value equation is about what you get for what you pay. And people are coming away from the Cava experience happy, right? They had a good, tasty meal, right? In a nice environment, good service with a smile, and people come back. So we're just seeing a massive divergence between winners and losers in the restaurants. And it's been this way now for a few years because of the inflation. People are becoming more discerning. When they have a good experience, they go back. If they don't, see ya.
Red headline crossing the terminal right as we speak, Mike. Tryon Fund Management assembling co-investors for a Wendy's bid. This is according to the Financial Times. So what's going on with Wendy's?
Well, Tryon has been trying to pitch their book here. They've been involved in Wendy's for quite some time. There were some rumors earlier this year about them becoming involved. So, since they already have a stake in it, we kind of take this with a grain of salt. What I can say about Wendy's is we're a big fan of their new CEO. Bob Wright had worked at Wendy's for a very long time. So, he knew the business very, very well. When he left Wendy's, he was previously head of international, chief operating officer, I think was his last position. He became CEO of Potbelly, and he orchestrated a very impressive turnaround. Stock went from $2 and change and was bought out at like 16, 17 bucks, right? And so, in terms of myself, I'm a lot more optimistic about Wendy's going forward. I would think that the franchisee base is probably very energized because they know him intimately, right? And he's got a great plan to turn things around. So in general, I think things are looking up at Wendy's.
Stock's up 10% on this news today. So maybe people are thinking this might be the real thing. I don't know. Brinker reported some results. Remind us who Brinker is and the brands they have and kind of what they're seeing.
Yeah, they own Chili's and Maggiano's. Chili's has been on a tear. I think same-store sales are up cumulatively about 70% over the last 5 years. We've never seen this out of a brand that's been around.
That's a tough sector too, yeah.
Are they just the right price point, value point for folks?
Well,
today?
no, this was a brand that was kind of,
Red Lobster's been struggling. Like a lot of their competitors have really.
Well, so, there's a few things that are boosting casual dining, but a lot of this is really based around what they've done. Chili's was always a great brand, and it was mismanaged for a very long time. And so they got back to the core of what Chili's was. They also, started with really improving the operations. Then from there, they started improving the marketing, and they have a best-in-class marketing team. So the CEO and the chief marketing officer, they did the Old Spice smell like a man. They turned around KFC with the rotating kernels when they had all the famous comedians, right? So they're phenomenal in marketing. So that's been a big part. And now, more recently, they've been continuing to work on the operations and continuing to spend more on marketing. But now they continually are upgrading the ingredients and the products on the menu. And people are going, they're trying it, and they're coming back. They've had tremendous results.
The more I talk to you about your companies and your industry, the more I learn that management's really important.
So important, man. So important.
Yeah, I mean,
Like more than with other companies?
it just feels like operationally there's more things they can do. And
Yeah, and you know what it is? I think, in my opinion, is you have tens of thousands of frontline workers that you have to get to buy in.
Yeah.
Right? It's not just a small management, if you're a tech company, a small management team that has to drink the Kool-Aid. I mean, you have to get tens of thousands of everyday regular people to buy in on your plan.
Yep.
So if you're not a good person with hospitality in your veins, they sniff that out real quick, and they're not going to move mountains for you.